Let's see. Oh, we got the Anna Banana stuff that she likes. Okay, this is interesting here. We got some of the Anna Banana things that she liked. So I guess this is some like dark humor. I guess. Wait, where are the jokes? What's the difference between Anne Frank and a Boy Scout? A Boy Scout comes back from camp. Oh, terrible. What's the difference between a woman and a front yard? Nothing. They're both property. Got him. I'm not racist. I have an African American in my family tree, just hanging. Oof, that's a little rough. Okay, that was a little too much there. Oh, Jesus Christ. These are not good. The first couple were fine. I was fine with those, but the... what's the difference between Asian and an Asian? And she liked those ones. These ones she didn't like. And an Asian B, there's no difference. What? Women jokes aren't dark unless they're Jewish or African. All right. What other ones did she like? The worst part about having a kid with cancer is you got nothing to pull when you're hitting it from behind. What? Oh, that's terrible. Jesus. It was late to helping out in the special ed class, but it's okay. Everyone was a little tardy. These are... how do you put 10 Jews into a car? 2 in the front, 3 in the back, and the rest in the ashtray. Oofa. Why did she say yes? What the fuck? How are people Jewish with ADHD? They had concentration camps for a reason. Oofa. That was not that bad. That was actually kind of funny. Dark humor about the Holocaust isn't funny. Anne Frank, I'm not standing with it. I mean, I guess the joke is lost on me. What's white on top and black on the bottom? Society. That's funny because it's not like racist. It just kind of shows our shitty society. At least that's how I interpret it. These are weak. What's the best dishwasher in 1979? Just black and durable. Oh my god. Why did she ask for this? Oh. Tell us a dark humor joke, please. I like my bacon how I like my Jews, burnt and crispy. Oh, okay. Something bunda. I don't know what that means. Bunada equals dishwasher. Facts. I'm actually good at the dishes. Like, I can do them quickly. Oh, that one's not that bad. Just saying that she's a woman in a dishwasher. I don't care. My father passed away in 9/11. He was such a good driver. She's such a good pilot. Would have been funnier. That one I don't really find too offensive. I asked a young homeless woman if I could take her home. She smiled and said yes. She was then disappointed when I walked away with her cardboard box. Oh, okay. That was funny. Oh. Okay, I guess we have to watch the... Now I have to watch the Anna Banana apology. Now I have to watch her. Oh, no, Anna Banana. Just give me. All right, so now that we saw those. God damn it. I hope I'm spelling Anna Banana right. There we go. Okay, now that we saw the jokes were kind of bad. Like, how old is this girl? Do we know how old is she? Does anybody know how old this girl is? Somebody find that out for me. She's 18, so she was 17. I mean, like, you really should know at that point. You really should know. You should really know. Like, you should know that that's not, like, acceptable on the internet. I don't know, man. I mean, listen, whether she keeps her platform or not is, like, irrelevant to me. Why would she make those jokes? Why would she? I don't know. Those are terrible. I mean, you kids gotta learn. Like, if you're gonna do some dark humor, keep it to your fucking self, man. Alright, let's listen to her apology.
Today, I'm here apologizing about the video that I made right around a year ago today on my spam account. I was asking for dark humor jokes, and I was liking and commenting back to a bunch of, like, people, like, saying their own dark humor jokes, which was really unacceptable to me, and the ones that I liked and commented back to were very unacceptable.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Wrong in so many ways, and I'm here to say that I'm sorry to everyone that I have affected with that video and those comments, and everybody, to my supporters that have, like, supported me through it. But, like, I don't want to, like, any sympathy at all because that's not what I'm asking for, and it's just wrong of me to even make that video in the first place.
That's true.
And I'm owning up to it because it is the right thing to do, since those comments and those likes that I did were very uncalled for and very just not good whatsoever. Hi everyone, so today I'm
okay.
Okay, this is part 2. In no way was I trying to be malicious when I made that. I was just trying to make a joke, but that's no excuse whatsoever. There are no excuses for what I liked, commented, even making that video. Making that video was the first mistake. But I don't want anyone to defend me because it is wrong on many levels, and I can see that now. And I did like a few weeks ago too. It is very wrong. Those comments that I liked and commented back to, they're very bad.
Okay, thanks for letting us know that.
Very sorry for it. At that time I was 17, but that's literally no excuse. I don't like people like using that as an excuse. I was 17. I should have known better.
I mean, you keep saying that you're 17 years old. Like you're using it as the excuse. That's the weird thing. Please don't give me an excuse. But I was 17. That's not an excuse. But I was 17 years old, and like, well, I didn't know any better. You know what I mean?
To be an adult, and I turned 18 a few months later. I should have known exactly better what to do, and that is my fault. And I'm taking accountability for it, for all my actions, and for all the things I said and did.
I feel like you guys don't know what accountability means. People say the word accountability like as if they know. Like accountability would mean that like you're just taking whatever consequence with it, deplatforming, whatever. You're just saying, "Hey, I fucked up." You're just saying, "Hey, I made these big comments and I got caught, and now I'm apologizing," which is whatever. I don't really care. They were pretty bad though.
It is 100% my fault, and I'm very sorry to my supporters and everybody affected. And I just want you guys to listen. You don't have to accept my apology or whatever. But this is my apology, and I'm very, very sorry for the things I said and did in the video that I posted. Okay, this is part 2.
All right, whatever. I mean, like, this is pretty bad. Somebody said that there's a new Anna Banana video. What the fuck? Wait, she put out a bunch of apologies here. Holy shit. Okay, let's watch them. Let's watch all the 1,000 parts of this.
Everyone, so today I'm here to apologize again for the dark humor jokes I did make.
Okay.
But mainly I'm here to shine light on the situation and share with you what I learned and how these people that have reached out to me about their families, about the Holocaust, 9/11, racism, self-harm, suicide, all these things. How
this better not be 3 minutes each. I go watch that.
And they have helped me to learn more, and I've been reading countless number of articles.
I hate shit like this, where people do like very clearly racist or anti-Semitic things, and they go like, they're just like, I've reached out and educated myself. Like, listen, you stupid asshole, you knew that it was wrong the whole time. It's not like you needed to educate yourself on why it's not okay to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to joke about Jews in the oven. I educated myself on why that's bad. Really? Were you that fucking stupid that you didn't know what was wrong? What you just say is like, hey, I'm sorry for being insensitive. I didn't really realize the implications of my actions. That's all you have to say. You don't have to be like, well, I educated myself. I didn't know that you shouldn't put people in ovens. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, do you, what is going on here?
Articles, TED Talks, YouTube videos. I'm watching all these
Oh,
things.
God, she's JSing it. She's like, I read books. I read some books about it. I read books about why racism is bad. Now I understand. I truly do. It's like, you should have always understood.
I'm going to share with you what I've learned, and I'll also be posting on my Instagram stories these links to the articles, donation centers, and just shining light on what I did and how I was wrong, because I know there are countless number of people that are saying what I did wasn't wrong, but these are topics that need to be addressed because they are still big problems today. And yeah, so I will be making multiple parts touching every single topic that I have joked about, which was very wrong.
I can't believe I'm going to watch this.
After this. Everyone, so today I'm here to apologize again. The first topic I will be talking about is antisemitism, which if you don't know what that is, it's hate speech, hate crime towards Jewish people, which is exactly what I did. I did hate speech towards Jewish people, but the things I'm going to shine light on is things that have happened in the past 3 years to now. And the first thing is the where Robert Bowers went to the Tree of Life synagogue and purposely killed 11 people because he was a white supremacist, and he said that he was going to kill Jews. And he posted on social media too that he hated Jews, and that was his intent. And then there was, I think it was a shooting or stabbing where he was aiming for Jews. A guy was aiming for Jews too. He was going to kill Jews because they came to America back after the Holocaust and everything, and which is very wrong. But I will be posting links to articles and TED Talks and everything on my Instagram story and all my socials to learn more about it if you want to learn with me. But yeah. The first topic I will be talking about is antisemitism. The next topic I'm talking about is the Holocaust.
Did you just not know what the Holocaust was before you made your jokes? I don't understand.
I don't know what that is. It was when 6 million plus people died because they are simply Jewish. Thousands of people starved to death. Millions were put in.
Pretty sure Hitler killed like 10 million plus people, like not like 6 million Jews and like 4 million other people, like gypsies and whatnot. Like it was pretty bad. Yeah.
Concentration camps and killed and gassed because they were Jewish. I got the opportunity to talk to.
Thank you for educating me on
members.
The Holocaust. I forgot we stopped teaching the Holocaust when you were like 6. I feel like you learned the Holocaust when you're like fucking 13 or 14 years old. Like what? I don't know. It's like this whole thing is like, guys, I said anti-Semitic things. So, did you know that the Holocaust happened? No fucking kidding. It's part of our fucking course curriculum. Like you knew that as well. Like instead of saying, guys, let me educate you on something that you already know as like a pivot away from what I like, just be like, yeah, I was being insensitive and I'm sorry because I'm a stupid asshole kid.
Make it.
She makes it seem like she lacks education. She didn't. She lacks empathy. So either apologize for not being empathetic or just say, there were jokes, my bad. You know what I mean? But like just be consistent logically. Don't like make it out to be like some kind of lack of education thing. I had to read a book on why you shouldn't throw people into the fucking oven or shoot them. It's like, wow, if you really want us to believe that, then you also want us to believe that you're a fucking moron.
Of the Holocaust, but some others that I did talk to did, and they were telling me how it directly affected them and how much I never realized how much it affected people, but it is a very sad topic and it gives people a lot of trauma and PTSD.
Wow, does it?
And I will be posting more
what
about
people
it
like survivors for sure,
because people
it doesn't talking about the Holocaust doesn't give people PTSD. People who experienced it for sure. But like, what these are like trigger words, guys. PTSD, trauma. What other words can I throw in there? There's like fucking superfoods now. Blueberries, guacamole. Like, what the fuck? Or zucchini, avocado.
I think that what I said was okay, and they're calling other people who were offended by it snowflakes when they're not, because it is a very, very bad topic that causes a lot of trauma for people, and it really saddens me. But
it just doesn't. Like, it did cause a lot of trauma, but like the trauma is like not really there so much anymore. We're just buzzwording.
Posting more about it on all my socials so you can see more about it too. The next topic I'm talking about is the Holocaust. The next topic I'm talking about are the anti-Asian hate crimes that have been happening, but are more being posted on the news and stuff now and last year.
I didn't know that this was so bad,
there
guys.
were 20 people who were arrested because of these anti-Asian hate crimes. I think it was in New York City, but there should have been more, obviously. And I'm shining light on it because people believe that because they are Asian, they are the reason that the virus is in the United States, which is totally wrong.
Well, I mean, no, it is totally wrong. It's not Asian people's fault. That's a mixture of a lot of different people. It's Chinese people. It's actually not Chinese people's fault. It's the Chinese government's fault. So you shouldn't blame the people for it, but it's the government's fault for sure for suppressing that information. Look at this Snorlax.
Because they're Asian, they are the reason that there is a full-on pandemic in the United States, which makes no sense.
Is she saying that she thinks Asian people actually feel like they're the cause of the virus? I feel like that's what she's saying. But what she should be saying is that there are people who are attacking Asians for like falsely believing it's Asians' fault for creating the virus.
We'll be posting more about those on all my platforms, like I said, for the other reasons or the other topics I have already discussed. But it is something that should be talked about because it's not really talked about unless it was recently. So stay tuned. The next topic now I would be talking about racism, which I did make remarks to.
I guess anti-Asian hate crimes isn't racist.
Now I would be talking about racism, which I did make remarks to people of color in the post that I made. And I would be talking about how it's still affecting people now. I recently read an article last night about this kid who was playing hockey, and
if you're ever in a real life scenario where you say something insensitive, like let's say you make a racist joke and then like a black person overhears it and they get like annoyed, their appropriate response is, "Oh, bro, sorry, like I fucked up." It's not like a 9-minute, or you don't come back like the next day and say, "I bought this book on why racism is bad." Like, you know it's bad. We all know racism is bad. You don't need education. You did something racist, so just be like, "My bad, I didn't mean to be so insensitive." It doesn't have to be this huge fucking thing. This is like the savior complex where like somehow they try to turn, this is the problem. This is what these people do all the fucking time. They try to make it, they take it away from an individual accountability issue, which is what it is. It's just like, hey, like I was being insensitive and I'm stupid, sorry. They take it from that to like, oh guys, I was just so uneducated on racism because like as a society, like we never really taught what racism was. It's always this like turn to like it's somehow subtextually society's fault, and it's just so annoying.
Someone on the opposite team did indeed call him a slur, and that is something that is unacceptable. And I was also
Thanks for telling me.
An article about students talking about their experiences with racism and how this one girl
you are people's experience with racism. You are literally you are people's experience with racism. I just want you to understand that.
A person of color and said, "Oh wow, your hair looks normal now," because the girl had straightened her hair, which is something that needs to be shown, because I feel like people that are our age don't really talk about racism that's going on right now. It's more about like police and stuff, but it does need to be shown light on because it is still.
No, you guys don't stop talking about racism that's going on. You guys think everything is racist. That's the problem. You guys are annoying as fuck. And then you say some dumb racist shit, and then you try to make it society's fault. That's the problem. See, back in my day, when you said racist shit, you're like, "My bad, I really fucked up," and then you moved on. Because that's the most genuine way you could deal with that. Nowadays, it's like a whole fucking society is making racism happen. No, you're a dumb kid.
Unacceptable. And I'll be posting both the links to the stories that I just talked about so you can read them and learn with me.
Learn about racism. There's not a lot to learn, man. It's just not okay to be racist. It's not actually a hard concept. It's really not that difficult. It's not a tough concept.
This is the last video.
Thank Christ.
Is me just apologizing again.
Trigger warning.
Tell you I will be taking a break from social media.
Nobody cares.
But I will be answering my DMs and talking to people one-on-one.
Why?
Which, if you want to reach out to me, you can. I've been going through my DMs for the past 2 days. I've been talking to people, and they've been explaining to me their problems with what I said, and I've been responding and listening to them because that's what I want to do. I want to listen to them, and that is what is right to do. But I will also be, from here on out, posting about everything I just talked about on all my socials, and just spreading awareness to what I said and how it was not right what I said, and I hope the people that said it was okay for me to say it understand that it really wasn't.
All our comments are like, "She's hot," so it's okay.
Very sensitive topics for people, and I am deeply sorry to everybody that I have offended in the communities that I have just talked about. But thank you for listening, and yeah. This is. I have one more topic to talk about.
Well, we don't really care about this topic, guys. Cancel that out. I'm just kidding. Let's listen to what she has to say. Okay.
I have one more topic to talk about, but I will be talking about women's rights, and how I made fun of that in the post that I did make. But I am talking about how I've learned that women are known to be like taken serious less, especially in the executive state, so like government and all that.
Executive state,
they are still also paid less than men.
Okay, so we're just saying stuff now.
We have been trying to fight for equality between women and men.
Okay,
but there is still
a problem.
Pretty equal. With, people of color that are women.
There's a big problem with white women. I think that's our biggest problem in society is white women. You know, like as a white man, you could like here's the thing: as like white men, we go like, okay, listen, we benefit from being white or whatever. We get it. Like we did some bad stuff historically. Now we don't have to identify with that necessarily, but like we understand. So we're like, hey, listen, let's all take it easy. So we take it easy. White women, though, white women seem to think that they weren't 100% complicit with what white men did. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're the ones who lied about getting sexually assaulted to kill black kids. Like you guys are, I would say, almost worse. White women are like the loudest screeching people. They're like, white men are the worst. Like, you're also pretty bad. You're like maybe worse, especially because you don't shut the fuck up about it. Right? Like you constantly like dogpile white men. Why? What you did it. You also did it. Okay? You did it. White women are terrible. White women are literally the worst things that exist. Okay? So you're terrible. White women stink. White women need to be stopped. They need to be stopped. White women need to be stopped. Okay?
They are still being discriminated and paid less, and
paid
it's
less.
a topic that I will be also touching on my social media platforms. Even though there are laws and acts and everything that has been passed, but there's still stuff that needs to be done about it.
Yeah, what needs to be done about it? Anna Banana. Do you even know what needs to be done to like get rid of like the wage gap, correct? Because the wage gap is almost entirely socioeconomically based. It's really about providing education and opportunity to people who are disenfranchised. But you probably think that there needs to be legislation that forces people to get paid the same, and it has nothing to do with their opportunity.
Posting more about that to educate myself and for you guys to take a look at on all my social media platforms too.
Nice. Awesome speech. Let me see something here. Let's see something here. Let's see. What is her name? Anna Banana? Let's see. All right. She put up another part.
Sorry, one more thing.
Oh my god.
I am now going to speak on 9/11. If you don't know what it is, it was when...
I don't. Tell me what 9/11 is. Holy fuck. How do you expect us to not know what these things are? Guys, we're going to speak on 9/11. Like, if you guys don't know what 9/11 is, I'm going to educate you right now.
Airplanes that hit the Twin Towers. And there was also one that hit the Pentagon. And this is something that is very traumatic for a lot of people because a lot of people had lost their life, and people also risked their life to go in and save the people that were able to be saved. But it caused a lot of death and is very traumatic for a large amount of people. I know my friends have family members that actually lost their life in it. But I will be posting more about it on all my socials, but I'm here to just spread awareness about that too, because that is also something that I did talk about in the dark humor post that I posted. But there will be articles and everything on it. But I'm very sorry to everyone who did lose their life and people who are affected by it.
Okay.
Sorry, one more thing.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Hey everyone, if you liked that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow my Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and TikTok. All links are in the description. Also, check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me even more than you already do. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all.